get used to letting people down. Um, I think that's a good piece of advice that I would give to somebody that's either younger or just doesn't know that like people's expectations don't matter. Like obviously, like, you like if you're in the house with your parents, obey your parents. Obviously, you're not like this. I'm not saying to like disrespect your parents. That's, I mean, whatever your parents say, like, you kind of have to do that. You do have to do that because you're in their house and they're, whatever. But like as far as like, let's say, other family members that aren't outside your home, or if you've already moved out or whatever, or if you're, or friends or something, like everybody else besides those people that you really like, you need to like obey your parents if you're like out in their house, or under 18. But like, I think it's good to like be okay with like like people like being like like almost disappointed in you, um or like they'll have their expectations, and you'll be like, for example, I'll give you an example, like in my a story in my life. Like, I don't go to the events, like the family events, like from my brother has a kid, and I don't really go to the events, and I'm like, because I don't just feel like seeing a baby just look at people like and do nothing, like, or like, obviously when they're older, I'll maybe hopefully I'll be in their life as they get older, because I want to talk to them. I don't want to just be like, but anyways, like, I'm like, everybody in the family, I can just kind of tell, like, not everybody, but a lot of people in the family are just like disappointed in me for like not, you know, talk like hanging out with a baby. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna waste my time spending time with a baby. Like, yeah, I've already seen him, like, and whatever. But I need to get my work done, and that's more important. I need to focus on myself, and obviously, like, than just seeing a baby. Like, the baby is gonna be fine with or without me. Like, um, even the older sister, my older niece, um, she's like 2, gonna be 3, and like I don't really like hang out with her, like, um, but I don't feel guilty about that because that's just like what, like, I want to do. Like, I want to work on myself. I want to focus on my life. By the time she gets to like 8 or something, or 5 or something, then I'll maybe be able to like take her out to, like, I don't know, like, do something, and I'll have money, and I'll actually be able to like have peace of mind about spending money on her or something like that, or I don't know, whatever it is. Like, it's just an example, but like, it's just like people in the family are like, I hope he goes to like the events and stuff. I just heard him talking. I'm just like, well, I I have to like be okay with that, like, with letting them down like that, because I'm not going. Like, I'm not gonna just like go just because it's socially acceptable to the rest of the family, even the extended family. Like, that's not what I'm not here to people please. I'm trying to get out of that. So yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it's good to get used to disappointing people, because you don't want to just like people please, because you're gonna be exhausted, and you're not gonna people please. You're never gonna make everybody happy, and so get used to letting people down. So that's just my thoughts. Um, Obviously, there's certain scenarios that you know you want to love them. I'm not saying I'm not going to be in their life, like, you know, but I don't want to hang out with a baby that doesn't even talk. Like, why would I hang out? Like, maybe that sounds selfish, but it's just like I would rather focus on my career, focus on, um, thinking about my life, planning my life, stuff like that. But yeah.